everybody, and welcome to an episode. This is going to be like the first episode of what I'm going to bring to you for Haunted Ramballoween. So that's a mouthful. Anyways, what I'm going to be doing is a whole series of doll videos. It's one of the things that are highly requested when I do haunted videos. I know it's kind of crooked behind me. I guess I should have looked to see if I had this hanging straight. I'll fix it later. So what I wanted to talk to you about is why people find that dolls are haunted. Some people say, oh, dolls can't be haunted. They're an inanimate object. Why are dolls haunted? Some people want to know. And of course, we have the most famous haunted doll ever, which is Annabelle. Honestly, I never heard of Annabelle till like years ago, not that awful long ago. And I never really heard of Annabelle till I started living on my own and I didn't have TV and I started watching YouTube videos. And mainly, I got a lot of flack because I posted a video about my haunted doll, Annabelle. Is she really haunted? Because I have so many people saying, that doll's haunted. I don't like that doll. Cover that doll up. I had people say, that doll moved. And, things like that. When I named my doll Annabelle, I had never heard of the famous haunted doll Annabelle. No kidding. No joke. I never heard of her. I guess I was living in a closet somewhere. I just, I worked all the time. I didn't have TV. I actually never heard of Ed and Lorraine. I feel ashamed of myself. Go ahead. Roast me in the comments, guys. Go ahead. Do it. Whatever. Anyways, I'm sorry. I'd never heard of them until I started hitting YouTube videos because I didn't have TV and I needed something to watch. So, my actual very first YouTube video I ever watched was JP Videos, and he went into that, what he called the grandmother's house or something. And yeah, I think that was my very first YouTube video. And then the next one I watched was Exploration Unknown with John. And then I think I watched UGUE and the Holy Walkers. And it just tumbled from there. That was it. I was hooked. And then from there it was, oh my gosh. And I went right on down the whole line. So that's where I end up getting hooked on YouTube and the haunted videos and the urbex. And that's listening to these guys, especially Omar, saying, just do it. Just go out there with your phone, make a video. Don't worry about it. Just do it. And I did. And here I am. I believe I'm going on 3 years of being on YouTube, or I am 3. I don't know. I'll have to look it up. Isn't that horrible? Anyway, so my whole thing is today I'm going to talk about why I believe, and some of you will disagree, why dolls are haunted. First of all, the most obvious reason that I would feel that dolls are haunted or being used as spirit vessels for wandering spirits or whatever you may want to use them as is they look like humans. They look like us. They are miniature versions of the real people. So they become very quickly and easily attachable. And there's something that people have in their homes. Children play with them, and they are very often kept as I believe I counted 16 of the bigger baby dolls that I have in my home. And I'm always looking for another one to adopt and bring home. So I believe that that's the most obvious reason why dolls are haunted, because they do look like real people, and some of them look even more real than others. I have dolls from the 50s. I have dolls that are newer. I prefer the ones that are like baby doll size, and I prefer the older baby dolls. I'm playing with a pen. Sorry, marker. It's me. I usually have something written out, and I didn't today. I'm just going with the flow. So, like I said, I have a whole variety. Most of my dolls are from like 14 inches and up. I do have one that's like I believe she's a 12-inch doll that she still has her box. It makes her sound like she's crying. She scared the bejeevers out of me because I picked her up because I thought she was sweet and pretty, and she was still in her original gown and everything. And she cried and I dropped her. No joke. So, and then I found out everything was half off, and I was like, oh, she's going home with me. That was it. You know, I was going to actually resell her when I found out what she was worth, because she's not normally my type of doll. But when I took her to that vendor event, I actually sold over $100 worth of stuff. And I was like, no, you're my good luck charm. I'm keeping you. You're staying. Nobody wanted her anyway, so she may as well stay. She's been with me ever since. So that's her story. And so what's going on is I'm going to be going from one doll to another, and we're going to do an investigation of each doll through the month of October. So there may be some days where you're going to get more than one video from me. So we'll see. And I think I'm going to do every doll. I don't know yet, because some of my dolls just don't seem to have a personality. If they don't seem to have a personality, then I don't feel that they have anything going on with them. Now, I will tell you that my last doll that I brought in, Elizabeth, I had a lady come visit me the other day, and she was like, oh no, I don't like her. And I actually had to put her in the other room. She bothered her that bad. It wasn't the race of my doll. She had a vibe about her. And she does have kind of a bit of a different vibe. And I noticed that when she was like, she drew me to her. And that was why, even though I wasn't wanting to buy a doll, not only that, I wanted to add that type of doll to my collection. I've been looking for one, but she was like saying, I need you to take me. So even if she wasn't the type of doll I was looking for, I would have purchased her anyways, just for the vibe. With that being said, she definitely has a vibe about her that's saying there's something there. But for right now, we want to talk about the very first doll I ever got, and that started me collecting dolls. And this doll came from a lady, and she was given to me when I had my thrift store. I got a ton of dolls, I'll tell you, from this lady. And she was supposed to be sold. And I looked her up on eBay, and I saw how much a doll just like her was being auctioned off, and I was watching the auction go, and I had her on the shelf for $10, and nobody was wanting her. And that morning when I walked into the store, she was the doll. It was like at $25. And that morning when I walked in the store, I looked, and she sold that night for over $200. And she did not have her original clothes. So I'm going to show you Miss Annabelle. I immediately took Annabelle off the shelf. She is a baby Carrie, drink wet and cry. She has her original dress and her original pantaloons. She is not damaged in any way. She does not have her original shoes, but I don't know if she has her original socks. I can't remember. I used to have a doll just like her, but her hat was also this, and it was like a folded kind of thing. But she also has a bit of a, what do we call it, essence about her. Annabelle will let me know if she doesn't want something or another doll around her. I ask her permission before I put anything on the TV stand near her. I will get a quick, get it away from me, don't I? And I cleaned her eyes a little bit ago because I hadn't been doing it and they were getting a little foggy. So, Annabelle has been with me for 10 years almost. So, and this is exactly how she was dressed, right down to the shoes, the socks, the whole 9 yards, when I got her. Except for I don't think she had the hat on. I put the hat on her. But she's very pretty. I thoroughly enjoy her. She's probably my most favorite doll of all of them. And she definitely has a sense of, I want what I want, and people will tell me, she just moved, or that doll's haunted, or, you know, she definitely puts out a vibe. She has a real big vibe. Now, I did, before I sat down here, I asked Annabelle if it was okay if, make sure she's not going to tumble over on us. She's sitting right here beside us. You can kind of see her bonnet here. I did ask Miss Annabelle if Miss Elizabeth could join us at the table, and she had no problem because I held the two up together. So we have here Miss Elizabeth. She's the one that, and I actually get a sense of happiness from Annabelle right now. So this is really good. That means that if I have to, I can have the two dolls. I should have grabbed my drink. I could have the two dolls sitting together if I need to at some time. So this is my newest doll. I still haven't found a little white dress with roses like I want for her. She is a cloth doll. And this is the doll that a lady came over and she's like, no, something's up with this doll. It's not her personally. It's something is up with her. So, yes. So I'm going to start with my dolls down one side and work my way through. We have 3 on my TV stand, and then we have 3 on the stand next to it, and then underneath there's 10 more baby dolls. So not all of them will have a video, but most of them will. Most definitely we're going to be doing the the two boys and Emily and Annabelle and Elizabeth and Catherine. So there's probably about total of 10 that I'm going to be doing altogether. So like I said, we have some videos coming up and possibly a doll camp that will be live. I've tried to do it before and my camera cut out. We don't know what happened there. And so, like I said, this is going to be kind of like a pre-video of what's to come. Like I said, I have no issues. Annabelle's not having a get that away from me attitude. I've tried to put different toys near her, another doll near her or something, and she's giving me an attitude. But today, she's like, I'm cool with that. So we are going to have some doll videos coming up. I know that some of you are very interested in that. Like I said, I do believe that dolls are definitely a vessel for spirits. They do become haunted, and I believe a lot of it has to do with the fact that dolls look like humans. They have the human persona. They take on spirits just mainly for that reason, and I believe that reason alone. I want to thank everybody for joining in, and look for these videos, and I'll talk to all of you guys down in the comments below. Bye, everybody.